Europe is like a big board game made up of large unified nation states. However, on this board game, there are other people and nations without a state of their own. During the last few decades, Europe has experienced an increase in nationalist, autonomist, and regionalist democratic civic movements. From Brittany, Corsica, Alsace, the Basque Country, Galicia, Catalonia, Flensburg, Bavaria, Scotland, and the Veneto region, among others. This resurgence of nationalist movements fighting for minority rights, autonomy, reunification, federalism, confederalism, or even independence demonstrates the shortcomings of the current democratic system. In 1920, after the end of World War I and centuries of war-driven shifts of the border between Denmark and Germany, the border region, known as Schleswig, held a referendum to decide which nation-state Schleswig's population wanted to belong to. The northern opted predominantly for Denmark, while a majority in the south chose to become part of Germany. This, however, left Danish and German-minded minorities on both sides of the border. And to ensure broad support for the new border, the governments of Germany and Denmark signed in 1955 the Bonn-Copenhagen Declarations, a document in which they committed themselves to fully respecting and protecting the rights of minorities. The island of Corsica was an independent republic until it was conquered by France. Today, the various sovereigntist movements are fighting for greater decision-making power and recognition of their respective languages. In 2017, the Catalan government pushed for a referendum on self-determination. This initiative was very well received and enjoyed massive popular mobilization. The Spanish state considered the announcement illegal and used violence to repress the vote. The case of Catalonia is one of the many examples that demonstrate the capacity of citizens to mobilize. But do European institutions share this transformative spirit? Why are there no democratic tools to manage the demands of stateless nations, a fundamental human right? Is it possible to respect minorities, individuals, stateless nations, and their right to self-determination? How can we respond to citizens' demands and transform them into transformative policy initiatives? The Greens European Free Alliance Parliamentary Group is committed to multi-level governance, that is, a decentralized model of government from the local level to the European Union, where minorities, regions, or stateless nations have greater control over their institutions and economic resources. We want a diverse Europe with institutions that are responsive to citizens' demands. We want a democratic system that recognizes and respects the right to self-determination and accompanies all nations towards greater autonomy and recognition. We want solutions for people. We want a Europe of all peoples.